Aww. Aww. Well, I don't know about this, but... Oh, what is it? Day... I don't even know what day it is. Who cares anymore, right? Oh, it's in the... I was about to say it was in the 20s. I think it's in the 30s, actually. Come on, really? Remember the controls! Huh. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken... I'm out of building supplies. Ooh, there's some lag. I have a tower going. And that's about all I know. I really have got to do something about these houses. Well, let's start that today. Let's start doing something about houses. Oh, wait. I'm already carrying supplies. This is going to be a Junglewood town, folks. I'm sorry to tell you. But it's going to be a Cobblewood. Cobblewood. Yeah, Cobblewood. Sounds like a town to me. Please come to Cobblewood. Alright, well, let's deal with this guy. He's... Facebook. I can't get up there. I'm an invalid. Okay. So I don't have a... I don't... Oh my god. Come on. Dig with... such. Yeah. I'm... Yes, I can talk. No, seriously. Wow, I am cutting myself off, aren't I? Alright, let's go up. Ooh, this way. That rat's practically a bird. So, I'm not sure what I should talk about. I'm definitely not, I promise, going to be on the political thing today. I've done enough of that for a while. I think they're important topics, for sure. But at some point you need to be able to have a break from worrying about stuff. I mean, you can't fix problems you refuse to acknowledge, but you're also not going to have the much luck fixing them if you're completely exhausted and you know, just no longer... I don't even know. I can't even say. That doesn't even count as Klingon, much less English. But I do need a topic. Though I suppose I'm the only one who has declared that I need any kind of topic. Really. That's just the operandi, the modus operandi I seem to have adopted for this particular series. Oh, mostly because I have to show you every single thing I do as a byproduct of being hardcore. So I have to be able to fill in the gaps where construction and exploration and stuff is no longer interesting. You know what I mean? Hello, maggot. Sorry about that. Oh, what's down here? At some point soon, I'm going to have to start exploring away from town. Well, maybe I could just rant about what's going on. It's not quite a rant, though, but my poor cat, is having crystals in his various tracts, urinary stuff. Isn't that lovely? It's certainly not lovely for him. He's not enjoying it. He's not as bad off as it can happen, and he doesn't seem to be getting that far. But I am also out of the medications that were given me for this sort of thing last time. However, I also have stumbled across the cause, which is essentially the fact that he has vastly preferred dry food over wet food, and his body's not designed for that. So his whole system is messed up, and so the long-term cure is to feed him wet, good food. And unfortunately, that's going to probably mean that he is going to have to starve himself to the point of desperation that he'll actually consent to eat it, because he will turn up his nose at the night. You give him, you know, tuna, salmon, stuff like that, and he'll just look at you like you're crazy. But he has to eat it. He has to eat it for his own health. Not necessarily that. I mean, it could be any of the wet foods. And, you know, I'm a whole foods kind of shopper, so I usually get actual food as opposed to this industrialized crap they call food these days. But still, it's not going to be an overnight thing, so he's going to be uncomfortable for a while. And unfortunately, he's also going to be highly watched and maybe even spend some time, not constrained, but hanging out in the nicest room in the house, the sun room. He actually likes it out there, except when the door is closed and he can't get back into the rest of the house. However, it's just a cat thing, I guess, but when they're not entirely comfortable in this way... Sorry about... Oh man, the music. I don't know, a little music is alright. I don't think there are any funky copyrights on the music in this game like there are in some of the others have been playing. But yeah, when they get this way, they stop using the litter box. They just go wherever the hell they find convenient, or, you know, whatever. It's probably something of a, you know... Do we think this should connect to the tower? Or do we think... Maybe I should go on the outside of the tower. Maybe I should fall to the ground. That was the single most constructive thing I could have done. Oh, man. So yeah, that's been a frustration for me lately, the cat. He's a lovely cat, except for when he plays with his teeth and claws. He hasn't had an arch nemesis around to elucidate him to the fact that those things hurt. And it doesn't hurt enough anymore. I consider myself to be sort of an honest soul, and that includes not faking the ow that you're supposed to do to sort of train the cat. Oh, that hurt him. I won't do that anymore, because the cat's not sadistic or anything. He just doesn't know any better. But since for some reason I have a mental block against even falsifying information to my cat, I haven't been able to do that. Let's see. And thus, he can be painful sometimes to play with. But, you know, you live with it. Otherwise, he's a very affectionate cat. And he's a very playful cat. It's just what play involves that is problematic. Apparently, this road's going to be 4 wide. It's not quite flush with the tower, though. Perhaps I'd do well to remove this. I hope you guys don't mind being without a couple houses for a couple nights, because this isn't going to be a one-day project. Ow! Yeah. Other than that, I've also just been low energy. I actually had to force myself to come on and record this. I'm not sure why, but I'm not enjoying it entirely at the moment. But I'm also one of those people who, when I say I'll do something, I do it. So, having sort of committed to making a series, I am making it. And, you know, most days it's fine. Or fun, even. So, I'm not going to, stop doing it just because I don't feel like it one day. You know what I mean? It's just not the right thing to do. Quit when you don't like it? No, I don't think so. However, I do have to edit what is probably going to be the final episode of the Hello Deneb series for the first season. I have at this point I have to assume it's going to be quite a while, or a while anyways, before... Oh, it's down here, isn't it? Before... Oh, come on. Before English... The 1.7 is available, and unfortunately we're probably going to have to wait that long because I must have misinterpreted what they meant when Mojang said that 164 had some sort of, in some way made the transition to 1.7, and I guess that meant in terms of it's cooked food, in terms of biomes, but you'll see it. It was posted Sunday. Today is Sunday, so for me it just happened. But you'd see that. Oops. That it's quite a lot of that actually. I'll have to use it for other things to like mix up the colors. Oh, is it already getting dark? Jeebs. Whoops. Man, that rat. Where is it? Oh, yeah, I ran out of tool. That's right. Do I have more? Doesn't look like. I have plenty of these, though. Man, I gotta get cracking on things like obsidian and... Oh, look at that. That worked out really well. And magics and stuff like that. My priorities are all priorityless. Hello, sunset. So yeah, frustrating day. Got a bit of a headache. Hungry. Dinner will be soon, though. Actually, as soon as I'm done recording here, I'll start cooking it up. Whew. But now that I've ranted about just kind of meandered around English occasionally and complained about my cat, I suppose I should figure out what to call this. It wasn't really a particularly well thought out topic. Okay, let's pull this back by 1. Rawr! Which means pulling this back as well. He left. So yeah, my poor cat. My poor cat. He'll be alright. He does eventually eat the food I put out for him, but gosh, he loves the dry stuff, and yet it's not good for him. I mean, the dry stuff I get is like blah blah organic. Whoa, hello. How you doing? Oh, not so hot. But still, it's cats. From what I read, they don't, as a whoa, flying rats. Oh, maybe not. Maybe that's just a coincidence. But yeah. They do not have as strong a thirst reflex as human beings do, in part because human beings are more designed around including plant material. And actually, I won't say that. Basically, cats typically get most of their moisture from eating, and so that's how they approach things. So the dry stuff is not even anywhere. The average prey item is like 75 to 80 something % moisture. So they get it from there, and they get only about 8 to 9% from dry food. So it just does not work for them at all. But for some reason they love it, or at least mine does. Then again, we eat really, really horrible stuff for us as well. Things that we are not designed to process, like fructose, does a real number. Oh, hello. There's a really nasty number on human beings. Hello, cricket. I'm not good with the whole walking through walls thing the rats are doing. Or the floor. I mean, they don't go straight through a wall, but they do. Yeah, whatever. You know what I'm getting at. So yeah, one hell of a disheveled day. But what does it matter, right? Let's cook some rock. Come back to that again tomorrow. So, thanks for watching. I hope you liked it alright. I hope you'll click like and or share this with people who have no idea who I am. The hardest part is always finding the audience in the first place. So yeah, okay. Thanks for watching, and good night.